Good afternoon, I'm Janae Lee. I'm the Senior Vice President of Strategy at Quantum Corporation, who's been a supplier of data management technology to the geospatial industry for a little over 30 years now. And what I'd like to talk about this afternoon is what in heaven's name does world-class racing have to do with geointelligence? You know, while the sport of world-class racing seems a universe apart from mission support, it turns out that many of the data management challenges that exist with geospatial data also exist in keeping racing safe, secure, and yes, entertaining. And exploring the tools and processes used by race managers can hint perhaps at better things we can do in the management of geospatial data. Like geospatial data, race data is event-based. It is absolutely live, collected in real time at 200 miles an hour as moving sensors and HD cameras in the cars transition the track, as well as collecting data from stationary cameras. Race data is absolutely telemetry-based and pinned to a location as it's collected. The collected data is all taken in simultaneously from all devices and positioning. And the data is then used both for local visualization and subsequently distributed globally. I think you can see there are some common elements here with the challenges of geospatial information. Also, like geospatial information, race data is big data. It needs a management infrastructure that can scale to match its needs, because when you're collecting 1,200 hours of footage in a race from 20 HD cameras and sensors stationed every 450 feet along the track, you've got a lot of data coming at you at very high performance. And the system must scale its performance capacity and management systems to manage that level of information. You can't fall behind when you're effectively managing the equivalent in data of a Super Bowl every weekend. Because of this, the production challenges that are common in auto racing, I think, are ones that you geospatial information managers would find common too. The increasing availability of greater information detail, that granularity that's coming from stronger cameras, additional sensors, is creating more and bigger files to be analyzed and shared at very high performance. Interestingly enough, racing uses this data not just for entertainment, but for safety. Accidents are analyzed in real time to determine what the response should be in real time, who should be charged with the fault, and then the data is all kept later for training to avoid accidents in the future. Very similar to events that happen in the field. Data must be broadly shared and preserved at full granularity for later learning and use. And again, so that accidents can be responded to and training can happen. Events on the Speedway have put together or have driven a need for best practices. In world-class racing, the need for speed means you have to capture high image resolution, have the ability to enrich that data, manage the event analysis, all 100% in parallel. Very similar to data coming at you from a crisis in the field. And because some of these requirements are in common with those of mission managers, it's causing some mission owners to look at the tools, at the management tools that these race users are using to see if they also can be used in the field. The need for extreme efficiency is also causing similar organization, a central command and control. So I think you've seen that there's a lot of similarities here, and as different as the goals are, data management challenges are quite similar. Massive influx of sensor-based information, the need for extreme speed and integrity in data capture for visualization and analysis, the requirement to process data in real time at the speed of capture, and the need for a wide degree of sharing and collaboration, working on the information in parallel for multiple applications and multiple uses, and the need to preserve the data for future needs. So it kind of gives you the inescapable conclusion that there is a commonality between race data and mission management. And these tools can be of use to the mission manager. If you'd like to talk more about this, we will be in our booth at booth number 1017. I'd be happy to take questions. Thank you.